In a world of over 8 billion people, perfection is praised. But today's story is about the quiet fighters. Their bodies may be different, yet their strength and determination shine. This is not about pity, but about resilience and courage. If their journey inspires you, comment 1. If not, leave a 0. Like to share hope, subscribe for more powerful stories, and take a moment to truly feel it. The opening passage leads us into a secluded margin of existence, where an infant arrives bearing an exceptionally rare neurological formation, a phenomenon science identifies as cyclopia. In North Sumatra, Indonesia, a husband and wife were compelled to face an unspoken enigma: the arrival of a child whose single point of awareness rested at the center of the face, absent the familiar passage through which life draws its first breath. This was an exceptionally delicate situation. The infant's body was forced to sustain immense strain within its most vital systems, the fundamental mechanisms governing the heart and breathing. Though the story unfolded over only a short span, it stands as a powerful reflection of parental devotion and unconditional love. The parents accepted the life entrusted to them, even knowing it would exist for only a brief instant. It gently reminds us how fragile and how profoundly beautiful each moment of being truly is. We next travel to Southeast Australia in 1993, where the birth of Tom Tennant revealed a strikingly different reality. Tom seemed to carry the marks of time within his body skin that looked as though it had already endured many years. Researchers were baffled by the genetic anomaly behind his condition. What began as shock for his parents gradually evolved into acceptance, resilience, and a determined search for answers. Tom's path is more than a tale of biological rarity. It is a quiet testament to love and patience prevailing over every obstacle. With every passing day, the boy showed us that uniqueness can evolve into a wellspring of hope and inspiration. Tom's life stands as a testament to the resilience of both body and spirit. While his outward appearance could not be transformed, overnight steady care and steadfast love allowed his family to find harmony in helping him thrive. It affirms that the deepest form of growth emerges in spaces shaped by love, where differences are embraced as meaningful brushstrokes rather than flaws. Leaving the solid ground behind, we descend into an unusual medical enigma called sirenomelia, more lyrically known as mermaid syndrome. This exceedingly rare condition alters the natural divisions of the human form, blending them into one. In India, the world bore witness to the birth of a baby girl whose lower body was not divided but fused into a single shape, echoing the timeless imagery of sea-born legends and mythic beings. The merging of the limbs formed a body that appeared like an uninterrupted current of life, a singular mark shaped by nature itself. Beyond its physical appearance, this condition posed an immense test to the limits of human biology. The child's birth ranked among the rarest cases ever recorded, capturing the focused attention of medical professionals and the global community alike. Confronted with this reality, modern medicine responded without delay. Physicians and specialists transformed an uncertain beginning into a determined pursuit of hope, skill, and innovation. The complex surgeries and intensive care extended beyond physical reconstruction, standing as evidence of how far science and technology have progressed in preserving life under nature's harshest conditions. Beyond medicine alone, this account reflects the enduring strength of the human spirit. Even when confronted with extraordinary physical differences and biological constraints, the instinct to live proves remarkably powerful. It serves as a moving reminder of healing, of the quiet resilience within us all, and a tribute to the belief that life possesses an extraordinary ability to rise and endure. We now turn to a different kind of distinction, a vivid display of nature's creative abundance. From the moment of his birth in Brighton, Jr., Cox Noon stood out as something extraordinary. While most infants arrive with a bare canvas, Jr. was born with a full, lustrous head of hair, a natural crown fit for royalty. This striking trait instantly drew attention wherever he went, and became an early emblem of individuality from the very start of his life. Junior's story reminds us of the quiet beauty found in differences that require no justification. At times, our most defining traits exist in the smallest, easily overlooked details. When supported with expert care and genuine affection, as seen in the devotion of Junior's mother, a professional hairdresser, those distinctions are able to truly shine. With patience, love, and dedication, such unique qualities can flourish and inspire everyone around them. In September 2017, baby Anna Wilco entered the world bearing her family's dreams while immediately confronting a severe biological trial. She was born with an exceptionally rare skin condition documented in medical science as harlequin ichthyosis. This serious genetic disorder causes a newborn's skin to form in a manner that differs entirely from the normal and expected process of development. Rather than developing soft, flexible skin, Anna's protective outer layer formed into thick, rigid plates that split into broad, diamond-like patterns. This skin became a kind of unseen armor, turning even the smallest movement into intense pain and restricting essential bodily functions. Vital points of connection, her eyes, mouth, and chest were drawn tight, making each breath and every attempt to feed a quiet yet relentless struggle to stay alive. Anna's first month unfolded as a tense passage through constant intensive medical care. Physicians worked urgently to preserve moisture in her skin guard against infection and stabilize her breathing. Still, this narrative is not defined by suffering alone. Through the tireless dedication of medical teams and the unwavering love of her family forming a vital bridge of support, Anna slowly crossed the fragile boundary between life and death, achieving what few would have believed possible. Anna Wilco stands today as a powerful emblem of human resilience. Her survival shows that even when life is confined within nature's harshest defenses, the spark of existence can burn fiercely when sustained by love and modern medical care. Anna's journey continues to inspire, reminding us of the grace found in perseverance and the strength required to rise above challenges that once seemed insurmountable. We turn to a powerful example of physical resilience. From birth, Connie Lloyd lived with a rare physical condition, a benign cellular growth known as a homa tumor, positioned at the center of her face. Its presence affected not only her appearance, but also caused ongoing pain, complicating even the most basic functions of daily life. Though it inevitably drew attention, Connie's story reminds us that lasting strength and true beauty are not defined by outward symmetry, but by an unbreakable spirit. Her journey stands as a living testament to overcoming physical limitations through determination, compassion, and love. In Indonesia, we encounter one of nature's most intricate expressions. Baby Galang was born with an extraordinary neurological condition, 2 centers of consciousness, sharing a single skull, a phenomenon known as craniopagus twins. Compounding this rarity was a dangerous buildup of cerebrospinal fluid pushing the boundaries of medical possibility. With an extremely delicate prognosis and dependent on assisted nourishment, Galang faced life at its most fragile edge. Yet his powerful will to survive was sustained by the limitless devotion of his family. His story transcends medicine, offering a profound reflection on human connection and the immeasurable value of every breath we take. Our next journey centers on Primrose, a child born into a Chinese family with a rare and striking trait, eyes of a silver hue. In her earliest days, this difference became a mark of separation, casting her into isolation and leaving her to endure rejection within an orphanage. Those silver eyes were viewed as an obstacle rather than a marvel. Yet instead of allowing this experience to define her, Primrose came to recognize her uniqueness as a quiet and powerful strength. Fate eventually carried her toward the Austen family, an American couple who welcomed her with open hearts and a home grounded in love. It was there that acceptance began to soften the pain she had known. Still, her journey was far from over. Those silver eyes were not only visually striking, but also came with a heavy physical cost, extreme sensitivity to light, and the gradual loss of functional vision. Confronted with the danger of worsening damage caused by rising pressure within her eyes, Primrose faced a brave and difficult choice to surrender a part of herself in order to preserve the life and well-being of the whole. The decision to remove one eye was not a defeat, but a powerful expression of courage and the determination to embrace life fully. Primrose stands as a constant source of inspiration, showing that true vision comes from within, and that unwavering resolve is the light that leads toward a hopeful future. By giving up one eye to protect her life, Primrose made a brave and deliberate choice rooted in survival and strength. Comment 2 if her story inspires you. Comment 5 if you're still unsure. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you won't miss the next remarkable stories. In 2017, a remarkable medical story emerged in Indonesia with the birth of Lucas Santa Maria. From his earliest moments, the infant confronted an exceptionally severe and rare biological condition. His brain developed outside the skull's natural protective enclosure. This congenital abnormality is typically regarded in medical practice as one of the most formidable boundaries to survival, where sustaining life is extraordinarily challenging. Lucas's condition placed his family and medical team in an extremely fragile and high-risk situation. With his brain left unprotected, he lived under the constant threat of infection and irreversible damage. For the doctors involved, this was more than a complex medical challenge. It was a direct test of the limits of survival itself. Many anticipated a tragic ending, yet Lucas's fierce determination to live, joined with the relentless dedication of his physicians, refused to surrender to that fate. A prolonged and highly complex operation was undertaken to repair what nature had left unfinished. With extraordinary precision, surgeons carefully drained the excess cerebrospinal fluid and gently guided the delicate brain tissue into a protected position. They then used a naturally formed layer at the base of the skull to seal and rebuild the boy's protective barrier. It was a procedure demanding flawless accuracy where even the slightest miscalculation could have meant the loss of a life. The true wonder revealed itself just 1 week after the operation. Lucas began to heal and progress at a speed that left the medical team in disbelief. From a fragile life balanced at the brink of survival, he transformed into a living example of the body's remarkable capacity to endure and adapt. The story of Lucas Santa Maria stands as a powerful reminder that even when life begins with overwhelming odds, it possesses an extraordinary ability to rise, persevere, and shine. Tessa Evans, a young girl from Ireland, entered the world with a condition that stunned the medical community: complete arrhythmia. This meant she was born without a nose, the primary pathway for smell, and a natural route for breathing. Exceptionally rare, affecting an estimated 1 in 100 million individuals, the condition left Tessa's facial features uniquely flat and markedly different from those of most children. This anatomical absence required Tessa's small body to adjust in remarkable ways, simply to remain alive. Lacking a natural airway in her face, she relied on a tracheostomy tube placed in her neck to breathe. One unforgettable detail for those who meet her is the sound of air moving not through the nose or mouth, but from the center of her chest, a steady, unmistakable rhythm that reflects her extraordinary will to survive. Tessa grew up in a world where the sense of smell simply did not exist. She was unable to experience delicate food aromas or the scent of blooming flowers. More critically, the absence of this sense removed a vital warning system, leaving her unable to detect smoke gas or other dangerous fumes. As a result, her life required heightened care, constant awareness, and added protection from those around her to make up for what her body could not sense on its own. Despite the daily obstacles and her distinctive appearance, Tessa has grown up embraced by her family's unwavering love and pride. Her life stands as a touching example of acceptance and the human capacity to adapt. She shows us that with determination and strong support, people can rise above even nature's most basic limitations to live lives that are rich, joyful, and deeply meaningful. As our journey through the wonders of life continues, we arrive at the story of Jackson Buell, the child known around the world as Jackson Strong. Jackson was born with an exceptionally severe condition called microhydranencephaly. This rare congenital disorder halts the full development of the brain and skull, leaving an extensive absence where the core center of human awareness is typically formed. Even before he was born, medical forecasts offered Jackson little hope. Physicians believed he might not survive the pregnancy, and if he did that, his life would last only hours or days. The absence of large portions of his brain led experts to assume he would never see, hear, speak, or carry out even the most basic functions. Yet Jackson arrived to challenge those expectations, reminding the world that science can predict outcomes, but life itself often delivers the final verdict. Jackson went beyond every boundary set before him. He not only lived past what had been labeled a death sentence, but also bravely reached his first birthday, then his second, and many more beyond. The true wonder was not merely the time he gained, but the depth of connection he formed. Jackson learned to make simple movements, recognize his parents, and share emotion through his eyes and his smile. What might be ordinary moments for other children became extraordinary victories for this little fighter. Jackson Buell's journey stands as a deeply moving reminder that the human spirit can defy even the strictest boundaries of biology. Although his life was shaped by profound physical limitations, the influence he left behind was immeasurable. Jackson became a source of inspiration around the world, teaching us to treasure every breath and to believe that as long as the heart continues to beat, miracles remain possible. In 2004, at Loyola University Medical Center, the world witnessed an extraordinary triumph of survival against impossible odds. Baby Rumi entered life at just 25 weeks, weighing a mere 244 grams, becoming the smallest infant ever known to survive. No larger than a human hand, Rumi embodied both extreme fragility and boundless possibility. This story is not only a testament to modern medical advancement, but also a powerful light of hope for premature infants everywhere, proving how essential dedicated care and an unbreakable will are when facing life's greatest challenges. We arrive at a striking example of unbreakable connection. Kay and Carter Torres, conjoined twins with an extraordinary physical bond. Joined from the pelvis downward, the two boys depend on one another for daily life and movement. Nature designed them to share a single set of legs, transforming every step into a carefully synchronized act of balance and cooperation between two distinct individuals. From the earliest moments of their lives, medical data offered little optimism. The prognosis was severe, just a 5% chance that the brothers would survive the newborn stage and move forward in life. The odds were so fragile, it appeared as though every path of hope had been sealed off. Yet Kay and Carter showed that the drive to live can rise above even the most daunting scientific forecasts. After escaping the edge of loss, the two boys continued to grow under the steady care of their family. Kay and Carter's parents turned their home into a place of tailored learning and support, where physical therapy became more than routine treatment. It was a daily form of connection. Each day added a new chapter of persistence and progress, with their parents' love acting as the strength that carried and supported their children's imperfect yet determined bodies. Although their path forward remains filled with significant challenges, including the complex and high-risk considerations of possible separation surgery, Kay and Carter's journey stands as a powerful symbol of hope. They embody perseverance, an unbreakable bond of brotherhood, and the unwavering strength of family. Their story offers a profound reminder of the beauty of companionship. Even in life's hardest trials, we are never truly alone when love leads the way. Pan was born with a rare form of ichthyosis that caused his skin to harden into a rough armor-like layer, restricting his movement and bringing constant discomfort. Despite experiencing isolation and social stigma, Pan showed remarkable resilience, finding peace in quiet moments and strength in the dedicated care of his doctors. His story stands as a vivid testament to the endurance of a young spirit and a tribute to the tireless commitment of medical professionals who continue to pursue hope, proving that courage and effort are never wasted, even when the path to healing is long. The stories of Jackson Lucas, Tessa Pan Rumi, and the Torres twins remind us that humanity's greatest miracle is not found in physical perfection, but in the unbreakable will to live and the power of unconditional love. These children do more than survive, they shine as symbols of hope and resilience. If their journeys have moved you, leave a sign of support below, share an emoji or a heartfelt message to honor their courage. Like and share if you believe every life is a miracle. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss our next inspiring human story.